505th Search and Rescue Group is the foremost unit of the Philippine Air Force dedicated to humanitarian assistance and disaster response. Its mission is to conduct air search and rescue operations in support to armed forces of the Philippines and civilian agencies. It envisioned itself to become a professional, competent, and well-equipped unit capable of conducting prompt and sustained search, rescue, and retrieval operations. Its mission is unique from the other units of the Armed Forces of the Philippines because it does not focus on war fighting, but rather in saving lives and providing aid to people in distress. Part of the capability enablers of the Unit Search and Rescue Plan 2028 is a stakeholder engagement, wherein the unit aims to build stakeholder confidence to gain support for the Philippine Air Force. In line with this, the unit engaged itself to other agencies such as the Lifeline Emergency Medical Services Academy Incorporated, Makati Medical Center Foundation, Office of Civil Defense, and stakeholder engagement on various local and foreign agencies. The Lifeline Emergency Medical Services Academy Incorporated provides free emergency medical technician training to the pararescuers of the 505th Search and Rescue Group. After the training, they will be required to complete 250 hours of ground ambulance duties. 182 personnel of the unit had been trained for emergency medical technicians. They are now manning the Philippine Air Force Air Ambulance and being deployed in various AERO medical missions. As a result of this engagement, interagency interoperability is enhanced for disaster and emergency response. Last 21 November 2016, the Philippine Air Force, which included the 505th Search and Rescue Group and Makati Medical Center Foundation, has signed a manifesto of support to the Memorandum of Agreement between the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Foundation. The said foundation provides free calibration services for EMT equipment. They donated 1 drone for disaster assessment and mass casualty incident, and 1 satellite phone for communication during disaster response. In return, Makati Medical Center Foundation proposes for the pararescuers to perform emergency room duties at Rizal Medical Center. This engagement leads to a more efficient performance of mission in terms of pre-hospital care, more effective disaster assessment tools, enhanced experience in dealing with trauma and critical cases, faster communication in remote and network isolated areas. As a search and rescue unit capable of conducting air, land, and water search and rescue operations, active participation and engagement with the Office of Civil Defense is vital. The said agency provides free slots for disaster management courses such as Basic Incident Command System course, Integrated Planning course for ICS, Opposition courses for ICS, and All Hazard courses for ICS. As a result, 96 personnel had been trained. Training for instructors, wherein 49 personnel had been trained. For contingency planning training of facilitators, 11 personnel had been trained. For community-based disaster risk reduction management training, 10 personnel had been trained. On post-disaster needs assessment training, 4 personnel had been trained. And on rapid disaster assessment and needs analysis training, 59 personnel had been trained. In return, 505th Search and Rescue Group provides members for incident management team during national events or emergencies. As a result, leadership and management skills of 505th Search and Rescue Group personnel are enhanced for disaster resilience. Moreover, interagency interoperability during disaster response are enhanced. The unit also engaged some of the local stakeholders such as National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council, Department of Health, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Department of Interior and Local Government, Philippine National Police, Bureau of Fire Protection, Philippine Coast Guard, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Malampaya Natural Gas Plant Platform, and a lot more agencies. 505th Search and Rescue Group had provided a numerous static display, search and rescue capability demonstration, skydiving exhibitions during their special events, and various humanitarian assistance and disaster response training. The 505th Search and Rescue Group also participated in the underwater flag hoisting as a marker at Philippine Rise, acknowledging the underwater platoon as part of the country's food supply exclusive zone. The 505th Search and Rescue Group also provided maritime patrol to Malampaya Natural Gas Plant Platform. Stakeholder engagement on foreign agencies had been made to the following: Japan Air Self-Defense Force, Japan International Cooperation Agency, Japan Joint Staff College, Emergency Aviation Training based in Australia, International Organization of Emergency Medical Technicians based in Italy, United States Air Force, Royal Brunei Air Force, Department of Foreign Relations Vietnam, Ministry of National Defense of the People's Republic of China, Ministry of Defense, Republic of France. At present, the 505th Search and Rescue Group is ready for takeoff on its journey toward International Search and Rescue Advisory Group external classification. With this, the 505th Search and Rescue Group is part of the Philippine Disaster Response Team, together with the 525th Engineering Combat Battalion, an Emergency Rescue Unit Foundation based in Cebu. The unit had engaged in various activities pertaining to International Search and Rescue Advisory Group, such as Urban Search and Rescue Coordination Cell course held at 1st Singapore Civil Defense, Queensway, Singapore, International Search and Rescue Advisory Group Team Leaders Meeting in Tokyo, Japan, International Search and Rescue Advisory Group USAR Coordination Course in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, International Search and Rescue Advisory Group Asia Pacific Regional Earthquake Response Exercise in Putrajaya, Malaysia, USAR Team Capability Building Search and Rescue Skill Development Training Course in China, Preparedness Response Effectiveness Program Course in Germany, Asia Pacific Regional Earthquake Response Exercise, Indonesia, INTEROPERABILITY External Classification of the Korea Disaster Relief Team held at National 119 Rescue Headquarters, Gyeonggi-do, Republic of Korea, INTEROPERABILITY Steering Group Meeting in Geneva, Switzerland, Association of Southeast Asian Nations Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Response Exercise in Pattaya, Thailand, International Search and Rescue Advisory Group Global Meeting in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. These stakeholder engagements are manifestation of the strategic initiatives and strategic communications of the 505th Search and Rescue Group, being the angels of the blue team at top speed for enhanced and rapid humanitarian assistance and disaster response operations, so that others may live.